Do you feel shy when speaking English? Do you know the words in your mind, but your voice just doesn't come out? You're not alone. Many learners feel scared to speak because they're afraid of making mistakes. But what if I told you that confidence in English doesn't come from being perfect, it comes from practicing a little every day? In today's story, you'll meet a boy who was afraid to speak English, just like many learners, but step by step, he changed. His journey might inspire you to start speaking too. Let's begin. Arjun was a smart student. He understood his lessons, he did his homework, and he got good marks in exams. But there was one big problem. Arjun was afraid to speak English. In class, when the teacher asked a question in English, Arjun knew the answer. The words were in his mind, but his mouth stayed closed. His heart started beating fast, and he thought, what if I make a mistake? What if my classmates laugh? So he stayed quiet. One day, the teacher said, tomorrow, everyone must introduce themselves in English. Arjun felt scared. That night, he could not sleep well. He kept thinking, I can't do this. My English is bad. The next day, students stood up one by one and spoke. Some made mistakes, some spoke slowly, but nobody laughed. When it was Arjun's turn, he stood up, looked down, and said very softly, my name is Arjun. I am from Delhi. I like cricket. Then he quickly sat down. His teacher smiled and said, very good, Arjun. That was the first time Arjun spoke English in front of others. That day, Arjun learned something important. Speaking English was not about being perfect, it was about trying. So, Arjun made a small plan. He decided to practice a little English every day. Every morning, Arjun listened to a short English story for 10 minutes before school. At first, he did not understand everything, but slowly he started recognizing words. In the afternoon, after school, he wrote 5 simple sentences about his day. I went to school. I ate lunch with my friend. I played football. These were small sentences, but they helped him think in English. At night, Arjun stood in front of a mirror and spoke for 2 minutes. Sometimes he talked about his day. Sometimes he described his room. Sometimes he just said simple things like, today was a good day. I learned new words. He made many mistakes, but he did not stop. After 1 week, Arjun felt a little more comfortable. After 2 weeks, he started answering small questions in class. His voice was still quiet, but he was trying. One day, his teacher asked, what did you do yesterday? Arjun raised his hand slowly and said, yesterday, I visited my grandmother. We talked and ate dinner together. It was not perfect English, but it was clear. His classmates did not laugh. In fact, one friend said, your English is improving. That gave Arjun more confidence. After 1 month of daily practice, Arjun was a different person. He was not the best English speaker in the class, but he was no longer afraid. He spoke slowly, he made mistakes, but he spoke with courage. Arjun understood that confidence does not come first. Practice comes first. Confidence comes later. So, if you are like Arjun, shy, scared, and worried about mistakes, remember this story. You don't need perfect English to start speaking, you just need to start. Speak a little every day, listen a little every day, write a little every day. One day, you will look back and realize you are not afraid anymore. And that is how Arjun stopped being the boy who was afraid to speak English and became the boy who tried.